What is worth every penny? A really comfortable desk chair. If it's something you're going to be sitting in for hours a day, spending a little extra on a chair is well worth it. Good work boots. Blackout curtains for your bedroom. You don't realize how much light interferes with your sleep until you block out all the light. A braided charging cable, to replace the non-braided type. A good mattress. I took a class on positive psychology as an elective a few years ago. I have used what I learned in that class practically every day since, through some very intense and upsetting times. I use what I learned in that class to help maintain my mental health during isolation, and for someone who struggles with severe depression, I've been doing a pretty damn good job. Not only was that class worth every penny, I think it should be taught in high school for free. Wooden hangers. I swear to God it's like living at Nordstrom's, and they last forever. Paying more in rent to live without roommates. Noise-cancelling headphones. A good chef knife. I've been using mine for about 4 years now and it still keeps its edge. May cost $200 but it's worth it instead of having to buy one every year. Anything that saves me time, makes my life easier, and does shit I don't want to do, for example, my Roomba. A top-floor apartment. They usually cost more than a downstairs apartment, but not having to listen to footsteps and plumbing noises is worth the extra cost. High-quality soap. I don't mean like going to Bath and Body Works and getting real smelly stuff, but like paying the $10 for 3 bars of Cetaphil body soap. Lasts long and your skin won't dry all to hell, and for me, no horrific allergic reaction to anything. An electric toothbrush. I was gifted a Sonicare over 10 years ago, and will never go back to a manual toothbrush. When I've had to use a manual toothbrush I feel like a caveman and my teeth never feel as clean. A new set of car tires. Buy it nice or buy it twice. Condoms. 2020 is no year for having kids. When I was about 10 years old my parents and I were in our backyard clearing out a ton of weeds that had gotten out of hand. I had trouble focusing because our next door neighbor had this really adorable puppy and all I wanted to do was play with him. We found out that they were actually going to take him to an animal shelter because their son was not taking care of him like he promised. I decided to ask my parents if maybe we could get him instead. I was an only child and never really have anyone to play with unless a friend would come over, and the thought of having a puppy to play with whenever I wanted to was great. My parents agreed and our neighbors offered to sell him to us for $20, which is really cheap for a dog when you think about it, but a lot of money for a kid. I had that saved up and immediately agreed and promised I care for him and love him forever. So, he became my puppy and like a brother. After a few days of debating I named him Snoopy. Snoopy became my closest friend. He made me laugh, played with me, and would just hang out and watch TV with me. He was always there for me, especially through some tough times in my life where I was extremely self-destructive. He saved me from myself. He was there at my side through tough breakups where all I ever wanted to do was lay in bed. He was an amazing friend. He was there to see me graduate 8th grade, high school, and college. I hoped he would be there on the day I got married and maybe be around for when I had kids, but unfortunately as much as we wish for things, sometimes they don't happen. This is the first picture I have of us together. And this is the last. He died 5 years ago after being by my side for almost 17 years. That little ball of fur in the first picture made such a huge impact on my life, bringing me years of happiness, friendship, and love. Definitely the best purchase I have ever made and worth every penny and more.